Can you tell me a story where somebody's come to you and they've done a session with you and it's changed a life of somebody based on what you told them? For example, if they understood their karma and it changed their life, which must be a lot of your clients, right? So without naming, of course, if you can tell us what changed, how it changed their life.
So there are so many clients. Like, for example, there was this unmarried lady. She was all about 39 and she was desperate to get married. And every time she would come to me frequently, I'd be like, listen, your timing is very good. You can meet people. And she's like, I am meeting people, but I'm just not closing on something. Either I don't like the guy or I'm attracting unavailable partners. And then when I went to the root cause of it, she was unconsciously or subconsciously blocking her own marriage because of the fear of leaving her old parents. And unconsciously, she had taken it on her emotional responsibility that if I get married and I will leave my parents, who's going to take care of them? And I will be a bad daughter. So I had to change that pattern for her. And she had siblings. It's not that she didn't have siblings or she was the alone, the only child. And then when I brought this to her notice, it kind of changed things for her. In the next 11 months, she was married. In 6 months, she met her partner, and 11 months, she was married. So things like these, or say, like, especially with disputes happening or a divorce, sometimes people go through a bad marriage because it's a timing aspect of it. And sometimes people go through a bad marriage because karmically you're not meant to be together. I've seen couples who are going through a bad patch and they want to file for divorce. And I'm like, listen, you guys are workable. I don't see a divorce in the karma. Pull it through this time period. There will be reconciliation and everything will be fine. And they've come back after 6-8 months saying, Tamanna, we are back together, doing marriage counseling, and everything's okay. So, and then there are couples who keep wasting their life trying to invest in a non-karmic relationship and they're still not getting any energy out of it. And then sometimes you have to let it go.
How do you know if a relationship is karmically good for you?
Again, that comes up in the reading. So, how astrologers do a Kundli match, I just take the name of both the people and I have the gift of again telling whether this is going to work out, not going to work out. Even if it's going to work out, what are the hiccups you could go through? Or some people are adamant, right? Because they are in love. And love is not karma or karmic connection. Okay. We love people for each other's personalities, how the other person makes us feel. So if there's a void in us and the other person is fulfilling that void, we will call it love. But on the soul level, the soul is whole and complete. The soul is not into broken pieces. So just because you're in love with somebody does not mean it's a karmic match.
Okay.
And that's also why, so I'm sure you've heard of so many love marriages, dating each other for 10 years, 15 years, 8 years. The minute they get married, issues start.
Yes.
And in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they go through divorce. How do you justify that? Where's the love? And then there are people who are strangers, never been in love, but come together and are happily married. So there is something beyond love to keep the marriage going.
It is karma.
It has to be karmic.
From this life or from the lives you lived before?
It could be lives you've lived before as well. And also your present timelines matter. Like, just because, like, I've dealt with clients and when they come to me saying, oh, I've met this person and I have this strong attachment, but then I'm like, this is a partner from another lifetime. But that does not mean in this lifetime you have to have a romantic relationship. In this lifetime, you have a karma towards somebody new. So just because you've shared a romantic or a partner or a soulmate relationship with someone else in the past does not mean you have to be with the same person in this lifetime.
Okay.
And I'll also tell you why, if you want to know.
Why?
For the simple reason that if we kept attracting or binding ourselves to only those 8 to 10 souls, we as souls would not grow. There would not be any evolution, right? Because there comes a point where you get so comfortable with the other soul's energies that there's more attachment and there's more love and there's more ease and there's no pain and there's no growth there.
And why do we have to go through so much pain?
Evolution and also balancing. Karma is all about releasing and balancing. So if I've hurt you or betrayed you in some lifetime, till the time I don't go through betrayal myself in any other way, I will keep carrying that energy imprint in my incomplete karma.